The question is it fair for a business to refuse to hire nicotine users? Some companies are implementing policies doing just that. U-Haul now plans to stop interviewing and hiring anyone who is a nicotine user in 21 states. Applicants will now be asked if they use nicotine products and must agree to be screened for nicotine use in the future. And this really does get down to, the company says, wanting to ensure a healthier workforce. More than 30,000 employees. The new policy won't apply to employees hired in the past. And I will say the one side of this that I do agree with, which is when we started in medicine, people are smoking all over hospitals.
Sure.
Now you're not going to find many hospitals where it is not a smoke-free or tobacco-free campus. So a lot of companies are going with tobacco-free policies. Yeah. This is, I think, taking it to the next level, which is not hiring people who use any tobacco. So I'm curious, Doc.
Well, there are a number of issues here. I mean, I question whether you can discriminate against somebody like that.
Well, I think this policy, there is precedent. As you said, Cleveland Clinic has been doing that. That's a hospital environment. But Alaska Airlines implemented a similar policy in 1985. They said that workplace was not conducive because there's no off-site place to smoke.
Yeah.
But
and they got away with it.
And they got away with it because obviously if you're up in the air and you're flying and there's nowhere you can take that smoke break, I think my understanding with this U-Haul policy is that they can't retroactively now apply this to the people who are already, or they're not planning to apply to people who already work there. But going forward, the thought is they're trying to diminish secondhand smoke exposure. And then financially, as a business, there's a cost to having employees who take more health days if you're an employer-sponsored health plan. I think one statistic was it's $170 billion a year, according to the CDC, in terms of health costs because of smoking, and $156 billion a year in lost productivity because people are out and they're taking breaks or they're sick. So from a financial perspective, I think that's their motivation here.
Nearly half of all of those who are unemployed smoke. Smoking is such a hard habit to break.
Yeah.
And I admire, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, anyone out there who has tried to break the habit and is going on that journey. I admire you so much. If you've tried, try again. I think we just need to be mindful of that. We did reach out for a statement from U-Haul and did not hear from them in time for our taping.
I just have to say something. You led into our discussion talking about the good old days, well, not the good old days, the good bad days, that people are smoking. I just saw the movie, The Hospital, which I think was made in the 60s, George C. Scott, and he was like chief of staff, going on rounds, walking through the hospital,
smoking.
He had a cigarette. The doctor had a cigarette in his hand the entire movie.
And there's oxygen tanks.
I remember
oxygen
when I was an intern,
flame is not a good
outside on their
combo.
oxygen tanks at the VA hospital smoking and just being like, wow, the whole hospital's gonna blow up. This is crazy.